I am Lamont at Large. Today I am at the Mount Olivet Cemetery here in Dubuque, Iowa. This is Derrek Drexler. He died on his 21st birthday, March 23rd, 2009, of a rare viral infection. At the time of his death, he had gotten a full scholarship to St. Ambrose University. He was going to study finance and accounting when his life was tragically lost. And St. Ambrose University, in his honor and memory, they do have a scholarship in his name, and it is available to those who want to attend that school and want to major in accounting. Grant A. Vogt, June 24th, 1988 to September 9th, 2008. A life is not important except for the impact it has on other lives. Jackie Robinson. I apologize if I got the last name incorrect. Grant here was on a small commuter plane, one of those planes that hold about 6 or 7 people or so. And in flight, apparently the door to the plane came open. One of the pilots went to the back of the plane to try to close the door, and it crashed outside of a small airport in Wisconsin. It exploded on impact. Grant, however, was able to make it out of the plane, but he suffered very, very severe burns. He was taken to a hospital in Madison where he underwent many surgeries to try to repair the extensive damage that was placed upon his body. And he fought valiantly for his life for 6 days and finally succumbed to his injuries. Brianna Leach, April 10th, 1995 to March 16th, 2020. Brianna died at home after a brief illness. Before she passed, she was employed at an area residential care facility, and her job was a community living instructor, and she carried out her mission of empowering people with intellectual disabilities to achieve their highest quality of life. Brianna loved her job and treated the residents she cared for like family. She had a bigger heart than the average person. Her smile and bubbly personality lit up every room that she walked into. She loved spending time with her friends and being the fun big sister to all her little cousins. She adored and deeply loved her 2 nephews, who she was so proud to be their Aunt Bree. She will be deeply missed by all who loved her and knew her. Our hearts will never be the same without her in our world. Cole John HAAN died April 13, 2015, surrounded by his family and loved ones at the University of Iowa Hospital and Clinics. Cole was involved with the Cascade Karate Club, helping teach classes 2 days a week. He received his 2nd degree black belt in January of this year. He participated in cross-country track and the high school bowling team. Cole was an active member of the Cascade High School music programs, playing the tuba, baritone, trumpet, piano, clarinet, as well as singing in the choir. He participated in speech competition every year, doing mime and choral reading. Cole volunteered at the Knights of Columbus to help with bingo in Dubuque. He was a blood donor, plasma donor, and in death, he was an organ donor. He was an active member of the Holy Spirit CEW community as well as the Eucharistic minister. Cole was a member of the Iowa Army National Guard, having joined on his 17th birthday. He completed basic training at Fort Sill, Oklahoma on August 29, 2014. He planned to join the ROTC at Gonzaga University in Spokane, where he was accepted to start this fall after graduating from Cascade High School. He will be receiving military honors. This kid has accomplished more in his life and his short time on earth than many people do living to be 80. Definitely more than I, that's for sure. Who knows what he could have done if he would have lived even to be 60. To have all of those activities in your life going on and to be so young, and you know, most kids, they're on their phones. It's all about likes and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter or whatever. That just speaks volumes of the upbringing that he had. I mean, to just be that so immersed in activities, that's truly something to be commended. And I feel terrible when I see graves of young people like that just accomplished so much in their short life, yet just was not afforded the opportunity to do more. That's why I tell everybody, I say, don't ever take your life for granted. Don't ever take your life for granted. Because tomorrow's promised to no man, and rest in peace to this young man. It's graves like this hit me pretty hard, and it's a damn shame. Abby Lynn Healy, age 22, of Dubuque, Iowa, passed away suddenly at 6:39 a.m. on Tuesday, July 14, 2015, at Mercy Medical Center, Dubuque. Abby was an outgoing child who was a go-getter and very active from day one. She never met a stranger and was everyone's friend in time. Abby was very creative, an excellent artist, dynamic dancer, competent makeup artist, and was wonderfully talented at doing impersonations. Abby had a great sense of humor. She enjoyed joking around and was always quick to come up with one of her famous one-liners. In her free time, Abby also enjoyed reading, watching Harry Potter, and snacking on her favorite dish, pickles with ranch dressing. Abby's greatest love was spending time playing with her beautiful daughter, Ella. Abby's light shone bright during the short time she was with us, and her impact on the world will be visible in the hearts of all who loved her for years to come. This here is Holly Lynn James, December 12, 1983 to July 9, 2008, Second Lieutenant, RN, BSN, United States Army. Some friends of Holly had went to her apartment because they hadn't heard from her, and they were kind of concerned about her being a woman going through a difficult time and a difficult marriage with an abusive husband. And when they got to her apartment, they noticed that it was smoldering, that it had been, seemed like someone had tried to set the apartment on fire. They called the police and they conducted an active search for her. And 3 days later, Holly's remains were found chopped up with an axe in an attempt to hide her body. It appeared that it had been set on fire. She was married to an active duty Marine Corps personnel soldier who was eventually tried and convicted of her murder. If you want to look at more of her story, I believe 48 Hours did an investigative piece on her. If you type her name into the YouTube search bar, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find a video, or I will try to find a link and put it up in the description of this video. I was on my way out of the cemetery and I had seen Holly's grave, so I thought I'd stop and see who she was, and I'm glad I did. A very sad and tragic story, to say the least, and it just started raining as I pulled up to her grave. So I gotta hit the road, gotta start making tracks, going back out west slowly but surely. Live but not live, but still alive by the grace of God. I am Lamont at Large. I am at the Mount Calvary Cemetery here in Dubuque, Iowa. Thank you for watching my videos. I always appreciate it. Catch you with the next vlog. Peace out.